Guys, so I was sat in my garden or playing in my garden the other day, and I was looking around and I was like, oh, do you know, the garden just looks so beautiful this time of year. And I started taking some photos from around the garden, and then I was thinking about like journaling about my garden, which I very often do. Like if you've seen, like this is an old journal. I did like a little spread, like, you know, we were planting courgettes, so I painted a little courgette and a photo there of the mint garden, and like my shed with the little bench seat and the tree. So I do like to kind of journal about the garden, and obviously the garden kind of changes as the years go on. I'm trying to think about what date this journal is. It always helps when you date things, right? So 2016, so 2 years ago. Wow, it's changed quite a lot actually. So I was thinking about like journaling about my garden with the photos that I taken, and then the inspiration fairy just like went wham and hit me, and I was like, do you know what? I'm going to use these photos and make some planner stickers out of them. And then I started thinking, oh, in my journal, I love gnomes. We only have the one gnome in the garden. If it was my way, I'd have a few, not like all over the lawn or anything, but just like a few gnomes. I like gnomes. Okay. And so I was gonna like draw a gnome to put in my journal, and then I was like, I'm gonna make another collection. And I literally just, it just happened overnight. I didn't intend to create another collection, but I have, and so I'm sharing it with you now. Yeah, as I said, it's kind of purely accidental, really. So here's a look at another collection I designed. This one I'm calling English Country Garden because I thought it sounded posh. So that's one of the papers. Is the little mix of gnomes and seeds and flowers and watering cans and roses. So there's papers. There is a vellum sheet as well, which I haven't printed off. Stickers. So these are the photo stickers that I was talking about. Now, there are 3 photos on this sheet that aren't mine. 3 photos I purchased are stock photography. The rest are my own photos from my garden. So yeah, if you purchase this kit, you have a little bit of my garden in your planner or in your journal. So this is what sparked the collection off, basically, with the photos of my garden. So there's those, and then I turned it into a kit. So we've got some functional planner icon stickers and some planner, should I move those out of the way so you can see it a bit better? So some planner box stickers with my little doodles on and things. This one says Gnome Sweet Gnome. This one says, if you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. This one's Happiness Blooms From Within, and we've got Remember You Need to Nourish in Order to Flourish, which I wanted to include because I think sometimes we forget to kind of look after ourselves. Unless we kind of nourish ourselves, look after ourselves, we can't look after anyone else, and we can't flourish, you know. There we go, my little words of wisdom. This sheet is my little doodle stickers. So we've got the gnomes, we've got the little girls watering the garden, and seeds, and a trug, and a wheelbarrow, and trowel seeds, that kind of thing. So there's those. And then I've got washi tape strips. So yeah, got some flowers and gnomes, and you know, all good things, baby. So those are the stickers, and then these little packets, the journal cards. This is great. So my journaling spread about my garden is pretty much, you know, done out of this collection now, which is awesome. So these are all 3x4. So you've got the gnome, sweet gnome. Oh, I love him. And this is a photograph of my garden shed with the roses climbing up of it. Got the quote that I showed you on the stickers. So if you have a garden library, you have everything you need, with my little girl reading a book. This is the photograph of my poppies with bloom. Okay. Your mind is a garden, your thoughts are the seeds. You can grow flowers or you can grow weeds. There we go, something to think about. Little rose frame there. And sorry, I can't get my fingers and thumbs today. Happiness blooms from within. There's that, remember you need to nourish in order to flourish again. We always need a reminder of that. Little girl watering her flowers. This is a sketch I did a couple of years ago actually, of the echinacea plants that were growing in my garden at the time. Little watercolour swoosh with some flowers and another little rose border. So there's those. My journaling cards, put them back so I can keep them together. Then we've got the planner tabs, which John's printed these off for me and he was like, sealed them. Oh, he normally doesn't seal them so that I can do unboxings. So planner tabs, you know I love my planner tabs. Journal tabs, photo tabs, tabs. A little gnome there. Got some plain coloured ones. You've got ones with the rose pattern on, the little flowery pattern. More roses. And a stripe. So good collection of tabs there. Lots of things you can do with those. And then lastly, die cuts. So as you probably realise, they have some of the same elements. Come on. Right, so we've got daisy, echinacea, nourish to flourish, happiness blooms from within. Got the trug, pack of seeds, little plant, trowel, more seeds, gnome, watering can, another daisy, little girl watering the garden, another little girl watering the garden, spade, daisy, more daisies, chilling with my gnomies, I know, I'm such a nerd, my happy place, and another gnome. So that's everything that I've designed for this collection. And now I'm going to take you out in the garden and show you my garden and show you where the photos for the planner stickers and everything, I'm going to show you where they came from and where the inspiration for this kit came from. Okay, let me show you the elements that I photographed that you'll see in your collection of sticker sheets. These are the poppies. Absolutely beautiful. This time of year is like the best for my garden. I say my garden, it is our garden. John pretty much does all the gardening. I just enjoy the garden. So yeah, don't ask me. I can't tell you what any of the names of these things are because I don't know. But yeah, there's the poppies. I know poppies, but like you know what I mean, like the more formal name. I know that this is a Hebe. So there's the sundial, which you'll also see in the sticker sheet. The sundial was John's nan's, and when she went to live in a care home, she moved out of her home, you know, things were distributed amongst the family, and I've always wanted a sundial, and I asked if I could have it, and here it is. It's not working. It's not. It was in the middle of the garden, pre having a kid, and so now it's over there. So it was working when it was over in the middle of the garden, but now it's not. Tells a random time. So around here we'll see the foxgloves, which aren't as good as they were. They're starting to go over. I'll show you a bit closer. There they are. So yeah, they're not as good as they were. And then around here is the shed. So you will have seen the shed and the roses. I literally photographed the roses yesterday, and today, as I've come out here now, the petals are all on the floor. So it was really lucky that I did all the photographing yesterday. There's the rose. This rose is a Hawaiian, I can't remember what it's called now, type rose. It was given to us by John's mum. She likes to give plants with names that have meaning. Like, she gave us a rose that's the same name as our daughter's, and like this was like to do with our wedding, this rose. What else? I'm trying to think about what else I photographed. Oh, the gnome. There is the gnome. We call him David, as in David the Gnome, if you remember that popular thing from the 80s. I used to love David the Gnome as a child. I used to like love it so much. I've only got a couple of the books. Like, they did a collectible book series and I only had a couple. I'd so love one day to be able to like get the rest of the books. But he was from Pixieland in Dartmoor. So yeah, that's where the inspiration came from for this kit, is my own garden and all the bits and bobs in it. So I hope you enjoyed having a look at where the inspiration from the sticker kits, etc. came from. So I really hope you enjoyed having a look at this new kit I've designed, and you enjoyed having a look around the garden and seeing where I got my inspiration from. If you'd like to see more of my garden, Mr. B has his own YouTube channel, and he's recently done a garden tour, so go and check him out. He is Wholesome Day here on YouTube. So this kit is in the shop now at mrsbrimbles.co.uk and ready for purchase now if you'd like to do so, either as a complete Brimbles box or as separate products. So hope you enjoyed seeing this video and looking at my garden, and thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.